Hey YouTubers! You know, it's been about 2 years to the day since I did a video on the rebounder, this mini trampoline, how I had used it for 2 years and what happened after using it for 2 years. And it's been one of my most popular videos. And a bunch of people asked me if I could do an update. There really isn't much to update. I'm still I'm still doing it after 4 years. After 4 years, where does time go? Especially the last 2 years, huh? But I haven't had any injuries from the rebounder. I did stop rebounding for about 6 weeks. I had some injuries to my legs and feet because I was sitting so much doing computers and video. And I got numbness and tingling in my legs. I went to my doctor and he said it was sciatica. But it seemed to get better when I walked. And sciatica, the research I did, usually that doesn't get better when you walk. It gets better when you sit down. And it was the opposite for me. So I went on Bob and Brad, the physical therapist on YouTube, and they talked about how you can get injuries into your back. And they showed some exercises I could do, like hanging from a bar that's in my closet. I have to bend my knees because it's not that high, and some other things, and it made it better. So I don't think it's sciatica. And what I did is I stopped sitting when I do computers. One day I learned English, and I lay down in bed. I got a hospital tray table that comes over the bed, and I put my keyboard on it and my mouse so I don't have to sit when I work on the computer. So that's been a big help. But getting back to the rebounder, I haven't had any injuries from the rebounder. My eyes are still the same. Everything else is still going strong. I walk twice a day vigorously, and I've started doing there's a handball court where I just throw the ball. I have a chest monitor that gives my heart rate, and I try to get my heart up close to the maximum for me, which would be 80% of my maximum. And I found by just using the handball, throwing it as hard as I can, out in the hot sun, it gets up to the maximum. And then I let it calm down, I do it again. And there's something called high intensity interval training. It's, if your doctor okays it, it's even safe for seniors, to where instead of doing exercises for long periods of time that you wear things out, you can do exercises for short burst period of time to get your heart rate up high and then bring it down, then get it high, and then you sort of like stress it for short periods of time, very short periods of time. And it seems to give a person a lot of benefits without as many risks, and you don't wear your bones and joints out from doing long walks and other types of things. But it's worth looking into. HIIT, high intensity interval training, assuming your doctor says it's okay. And I was doing the exercise bands in the bathroom every time I went to the bathroom, but at my age, I could wear those bands out. What else have I been doing for exercising? I didn't do the floor. I should do the floor exercises more than I was before. Basically just this for 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Also, usually in the morning when I do this, religiously, well, I shouldn't say religiously. Religiously means once a year around December or maybe Easter. No, I do this every morning without fail. I feel weird if I don't. And it's been a blessing. It's been something it's a habit, and it's got me to focus on adding other exercises to it. So I've been really happy with it. I recommend everybody get one. Some people inquired about having something to hold on to. They sell these with supports. I keep saying I'm going to make one out of the PVC, but I just never got around to it. I usually bounce a little higher than this, but because of the video. But I don't do vigorous stuff. I bounce. I don't jump. What I was going to say, I lost my train of thought for a second. I do it for 15 minutes every day, but I have for a long time added it's not affirmations as much as sort of like to motivate, to tell myself positive things in the morning first thing, because I do it like when I drink of water, take a pee, then I get on this before. So that's how I start the day, and I use it to just not only get the bones loosened up and get the rust off, but start putting positive energy and vibes into my head. I know that sounds woo woo and kind of hippy dippy, but what can I say? It if it only helps 2%, every casino in the world makes billions of dollars on 2%. So you want to take your edges where you can find them. So guys, I'm rambling here. It's nothing really to report after another 2 years has gone by. I just don't know, where did the time go? Really old lady one time I worked for years ago when I first started working, plant nursery. She said, Bob, the older you get, the faster it goes, and it goes by in a flicker. I never forgot her telling me that, and it does. So you want to find something that works for you for exercise. More and more, I read about how many benefits there are from exercise. You've got to find something that works for you, that you can make it into a habit consistently, to where you feel weird if you don't do it, and just make it part of your life. And then you can add other things onto it. Once it's like, if you brush your teeth every night when you go to bed, we'll add a habit onto that. You link it. So by doing exercise, making it a habit, part of your life, then you get momentum built up to where you can do more different types of exercise. Because you're supposed to work on your aerobic, your heart, and in your flexibility and in your strength. And basically what I'm doing is mostly not too much flexibility and not too much strength, mostly aerobic, but I'm getting there. So guys, I recommend this. I'll leave a link to it in my video description. Nobody ever uses my links. Poor me. Guys, it's been a pleasure. Years and years ago, I'm going to leave in just 1 second. Years and years ago, I went to see a show, a one-man show by Gregory Peck. It was a retrospective of his life's work. He appeared at the Miami Film Festival, downtown Miami, and he gave a talk and film clips to everybody in the audience. And he told us several things I never forgot. And at the end of his talk, he said he wanted to thank everybody for showing up, because he said, in show business, you never know if anybody's going to show up. I'm not in show business, but I'm happy that people show up. It's sort of like last century, they found those cave paintings in France where the cavemen did the horses and all the amazing art. And it's like those things have lasted for centuries, thousands of years, and their art, their things that they saw, they thought about. These videos I'm making for YouTube, as embarrassed I am to say about some of them, they're my cave paintings. I don't know if it's going to help anybody, but I'm just throwing out there on the cave wall, seeing if it helps, seeing if anybody's ever going to see it or remember it. And guys, get yourself an exercise. Maybe not this one, but get yourself some form of exercise and learn about it. Don't hurt yourself. So many people hurt themselves trying to get better. But you don't want to do that. Listen to your body. Also, don't just listen. I said I was going to go, didn't I? Don't just listen to your body, but exercise. I was thinking about this the other day. I listen to my body a lot, but I said I should also listen to my mind about when in my life I have been really happy and I was really content, and recreate those moments of my life more than I have in the past. And I think that's a good thought. Think about what has been happening in your life over the years that really brought you pleasure and joy. For me, like if I make something, I don't know how to make it, and I actually assemble it and it works, it's like I get a big thrill, you know, or being in nature or being around family or the usual. Those things give me lots of pleasure. And I need to do more of those. Not just listen to my body, listen to the old brain. What's on the menu today to have fun? You know, because it's over in a flicker. Guys, I said I was going to go 4 stories to go. Take care. See you out there.